Welcome to Learn Commerce PU online classes. Don't forget to like our video and subscribe our YouTube channel for all the updates.
Welcome to our first PU Computer Science online classes. Now let's in today's class we are going to complete some important concept or some concept of the control statements. As we know that in last class we already completed some practical program by using the concept of the for statement. Maybe the practical programs are factorial of a number or maybe the Fibonacci of a number, how we are going to generate the Fibonacci numbers, correct? Now let's in today's class we are going to complete the next concept of the control statement. The concept name is called as the jump statement. Okay, kya jumping statement here, and such jumping statement or jump statement also called as the transfer of control within loop. Okay, the transfer of control within loop, as we know that. So this is the concept today we are going to complete. Now before going to start the meaning of the jump statement or maybe the transfer of control within loop here, let's first of all the loop meaning. As we can say that it is the ability of a programming language to repeat set of this statement again and again until the given condition becomes satisfied. Correct na kya? Till where we are going to execute this statement here. As we know that the execution of this statement is possible, or we can execute this statement till the condition becomes satisfied, and if the condition becomes false, sure the control comes out of the structure that only called as the control. Correct na kya? That means here the control exit from the loop in this case here. So we can say that this is the meaning of the loop here. Now let's here we can say that the jump statement or transfer of control within loop are used to three type of jumping statements are that. The first one is called as the terminate the execution of the loop, and such terminate the execution of the loop only called as the break statement. Okay kya? And the second point we can say that exit a loop, the spelling EXIT, exit a loop, that only called as the exit function. And third point we can say that halfway through to skip the loop here, that only called as the continue statement. Clear this part? So three jumping statements are, first one is the terminate execution of the loop or break statement, second one exit a loop, that is called as the exit function, and third one is called as the halfway through to skip the loop, that only called as the continue statement. Okay, now let's the meaning of the break statement, that only call as the that only we can say as the in this case terminate the execution of the loop here. So in this case, first of all the break statement is used to terminate the loop. So what about the termination of the loop? That means here it going to that means whatever the statement going to execute, it going to terminate the execution of the statement. As we know the meaning of the termination, the meaning of the termination only called as the controlling, stopping. Okay, stop the loop here, that only called as the end of the loop or termination of the loop. Both are same, everything is the same here. So we can say that the break statement is used to terminate, to end the loop, to stop the loop. Okay, here to execute, that means whatever the execution is that is going to stop here. And the break statement can be used, that means such break statement where we can possible or where it possible to use such a break statement. So the break statement can be used in or within while statement. In our while concept we can use the break statement, in our do while concept we can use, as well as in our for statement here. So finally we can say that when break is encountered inside any loop or inside any program, when you are going to use the break statement in any program here, that means sure the control, okay, passes automatically to the first statement after the loop. Okay, so here just only I said when you are going to use the break statement in any program, that means sure we can say that the control, okay, here automatically pass to the first statement here. Okay, pass to the first statement after the loop. So here what about the general format of the break statement? So we can say that the general format of the break statement is only called as the break semicolon. Okay, the general format of the break statement, the general format of the break statement is the break semicolon, the syntax of the break statement. Now we are going to complete the example of the break statement here. So the example of the break statement for, okay, opening of the parenthesis, n value is equal to 0 semicolon, n value less than is equal to 100 semicolon, n plus plus, and closing of the parenthesis. Okay, so now just I am using in this example, I want to use the break statement. Laterwards I will tell the some explanation about I will tell the explanation of this example. So first of all, for opening of the parenthesis, n value is equal to 0 semicolon, n less than 100 semicolon, n plus plus, closing of the bracket here, and later opening of the flower bracket, Cout set W4, and later it going to display the n value. Okay, so just only I used Cout operator set W4, that means it leaving some of the space between the number just to identify the number are separated number. Okay, here to separate the number, set W4 operator n semicolon. Actually till where we need to execute, or till where we need to execute the where we need to execute the number in this case, I think that means our condition is n less than 100, that means n value is equal to 99. Okay, so if you are using equal sign till 100 it going to execute this statement, but if you are using less than sign, not using the equal sign, till 99 it going to execute the number here. So actually in this example or in this condition I want to execute the number n value is equal to 99, but also in this example I used the break statement. As we know, the meaning of the break statement is used to terminate the loop. So whatever the statement going to execute after checking the condition, such a statement not going to execute. Okay, now laterwards I am using one condition. If n value is equal to 10, then break this statement. Okay, not going to execute this statement here. When the if n value is equal to 10, break the loop. Okay, terminate the loop and closing of the flower bracket. So in this example we can say that means this program segment prints the number that is from 0 to 100. Correct, 0 to 10 in this case. Sorry, here the 0 to, not the 100 here, 0 through 10. Okay, 0 to 10 in this case here. So ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ ಯಾಕೆ 10 ವರೆಗೆ ಎಕ್ಸಿಕ್ಯೂಟ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ? ಯಾಕೆಂದ್ರೆ 10 ನಂತರ ನಾವು ಬ್ರೇಕ್ ಅನ್ನು ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದೇವೆ. ವಾಟ್ಸ್ ದಿ ಮೀನಿಂಗ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಬ್ರೇಕ್? ದಿ ಮೀನಿಂಗ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಬ್ರೇಕ್ is used to terminate the loop. Okay, in this case, so this example states that or says that it going to print the number that is from 0 to 10 in this case, and then loop terminates. Okay, after that the loop going to terminate in this case because of break. So we can say that the break causes immediate exit from the loop. Okay, here the break, because of the break, if you are not using the break, then sure it going to execute the 99. So because of break it going to terminate the statement execution. Okay, in this case here, so we can say that because of break statement or the break causes immediate exit from the loop. The exit means EXIT, that means stop from the termination of the loop here. So this is about our break statement. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೆ? ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ ನಾವು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದು 99 ವರೆಗೆ ಎಕ್ಸಿಕ್ಯೂಟ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಬೇಕಂತ, ಆದ್ರೆ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಬ್ರೇಕ್ ಇಟ್ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಪ್ರಿಂಟ್ ದಿ ನಂಬರ್ ಆರ್ ದಿ 0 to 10 only. Because of break it going to terminate the loop. Okay, now after that let's the second jump statement or the transfer of control within loop. The second one is called as the exit loop. Correct? Now exit a loop. So what's the difference to our break statement and to our exit loop in this case? So we can say that the break statement is used because to terminate the loop. In this case, just only stop the statement, the execution of this statement, to stop the execution of this statement. But exit function is using to stop the program. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೆ? ಇದು ಬ್ರೇಕ್, ಅದು ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಎಕ್ಸಿಕ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡುವುದಿಲ್ಲ, ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಟರ್ಮಿನೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತದೆ. ಬಟ್ ದಿ ಎಕ್ಸಿಟ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಈಸ್ ಯೂಸಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಎಕ್ಸಿಟ್ ದಿ ಎಂಟೈರ್ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್, ಟು ಸ್ಟಾಪ್ ದಿ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್. So we can say that this is used, that means to terminate the execution of the program. So clear now this point here, don't want any confusion in between here. So this one is using to terminate the loop, okay, not the program, but exit function is using to terminate the program here. And in case when you are going to use the exit function in program, then sure we need to use the header file. The header file, or it is included in the header file. The header file is the stdlib.h. okay, so what's the full form of this stdlib? The full form of this stdlib.h only called as the standard library header file. okay, standard library. ಯಾವಾಗ ನೀವು exit function ಅನ್ನು ತಗೊಳ್ತೀರಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ, ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ, ಆಗ ಒಂದು ಹೆಡರ್ ಫೈಲ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ದಿ ನೇಮ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಹೆಡರ್ ಫೈಲ್, ಹೌ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ರೈಟ್, ಹ್ಯಾಶ್ ಇನ್ಕ್ಲೂಡ್ angle bracket, opening of the angle bracket, standard library, that is called as the stdlib.h, closing of the angle bracket here. And later words we can say that, as we know, that means in case of the exit function, the exit function is used to terminate the execution of the entire program, correct? No, to terminate the execution of the entire program, the program going to exit, okay, by using the exit function. Or we can say that whenever you are going to use the exit function, forcing, that means return some value to the operating system. So we can say that sometime it going to exit the program, or just we can say that it going to force the program to return some value to the operating system. Now let's the general format of the exit function. The general format of the exit function, that is exit 0, okay, the exit 0 semicolon. So exit 0 semicolon, otherwise we can write the syntax or the general format of the exit function, void exit, okay, kya, and opening of the parenthesis, int return underscore code, closing of the parenthesis, semicolon. Now here we can say that I already said, that means the exit function is using to terminate the execution of the program, correct? No, is using to terminate the execution of the program. And also I said forcing to return some value to the operating system. So here the meaning of the return code. So what's the meaning of the return code here? So we can say that the return code is used because to return some value to the, maybe sometimes some value to the operating system, okay, kya, or maybe it going to return some value to the calling program in this case here. So we can say that one program is that the name of the program is the calling program, and such program will come in the function program, because in next in upcoming days here we are going to complete our next chapter, that is the function. On that time it will be clear what's the meaning of the calling program. So just only in today's class I want to say here the return code, okay, in this case here the meaning of the return code means, sure we can say that such a return code may be used by some operating system, or maybe such a return code may be used by the calling program. So maybe sometime we can say that by convention an exit code of 0, if you are using exit value is equal to 0, that means the program finished normally, no any problem, very simply, very clearly, okay, very easily, without giving some problem, the program exit, okay, properly here. So we can say that an exit code of 0 means that the program finished normally, or maybe if you are using any other value instead of the value 0, if you are using any other value, means that the program contain some error, that means the unexpected result happens in the program here. So this is some point in case of the exit function. Arthaita exit function. Now just in today's class, just the meaning of the exit, it's enough here, because here we can say that such function is using, that means to terminate execution execution of the program, and such exit function when you are going to use in any program, we need to use the header file stdlib, that is called as the standard library .h here, correct now, or maybe this is the general format of the exit function and just only such return code used by operating system or sometime used by the calling program, correct now, calling, or maybe in case if you are using exit 0 means no any problem to the program here, but maybe instead of 0 if you are using any other value, okay, here any other value, that means sure some problem occurs here, that means occurred in this case here. So we can say that some error or unexpected result happen in the program. So this is about our exit function. Now later next one, the third point. Now just here we completed the first and second jump statement, that is called as the break statement, that only call as the terminate execution of the loop. The second one is the exiting a loop, that only call as the exit loop here. Now let's the third point about our continue statement. So what's the difference to the break statement and to the continue statement? Now let's the meaning of the continue statement. The meaning of the continue statement here, we can say that means our continue statement takes the control back to the beginning of the loop here. Clear this point? Maybe I want to display some of the numbers, and when you are going to use some number, it going to, that means such number not going to display in this case. So this is the meaning of the continue statement. Now let's by using one program, it will be clear to everyone what's the meaning of the continue, but also some explanation I want to say here. The explanation as the, that means it takes the control back to the beginning of the loop, correct now here, or we can say that the continue statement works somewhat like our break statement. It works like our break statement, but just only slight difference to our break statement and to the continue statement. So what's the difference here? So we can say that in case of the break statement, it forces, that means the termination of the loop, correct now. The break statement is using or it forcing, or we can say that instead the break statement is used to terminate the loop. So however the continue forces the next iteration of the loop here. That means in case of the break statement, as we know that if you are using any break till where we used the number, till there only it going to print the number here. But also the continue means after stopping any one number, again it going to continue the number here. So this is the uses of the continue statement. That means it's not going to terminate the loop here, just once it going to terminate the loop, and later it going to start the generation of the, or the generating of the number again and again. So this is about our continue statement. So clear this point here. Continue statement, we can say that it works like our break statement only, but break statement is using to terminate the loop here, but however the continue statement is using just to continue the next iteration, the next number, okay, to display the next number of the loop here. Now as we know the meaning of the continue statement, correct now here, that means it works like the break statement. Now let's what's the program and how we are going to complete the program of the continue statement. So in this program, first we are going to start the program and starting by using the header file #include iostream.h here, and the second header file #include conio.h, and the third header file I am using as the #include iomany.h, okay. And later next one, the program going to start by using the void main here, and after how to write the void main. So void space main open close semicolon, next thing the opening of the flower bracket, and later next one what are the variable I want to declare, such variable going to declare by using the data type int, and the statement going to terminate by using the semicolon here, and later clr scr open close semicolon. As we know that we already used the header file conio.h, okay. Now I am using, because this program is suitable to our continue statement here, so in this case I am using for n value is equal to 10. That means which number going to print? The number going to print from our 10, 9, 8, okay, 7, 6 like that here. So in this case the n value is equal to 10, and later as we know that the n value is 10, so 10 value is greater than, when you are going to compare with the 0, whether the condition is true here. So you have to remember it, what's the number I used, from which number I want to print here, that means the number I started, the value is the 10. So n value is equal to 10. Okay here, first of all initializing value to the n, that is equal to 10 here, and later next one I am using the condition is the 10 value is greater than 0. When you are going to compare, sure we can say that the 10 value is greater. When you are going to compare with the value 0 here, then n minus, that means how it going to display the answer. First of all going to display the value 10, okay, later was it going to display the value 9, then 8, then 7 like that, because the decrement, correct, no, minus, so like that here. So n minus here, and later after checking of the condition, when you are going to check this condition here we can say that means the condition is true, and later next one it using one more condition, if n value is equal to 5, okay here, and later next one continue. So in this point just I want to say here, that means it going to print the number 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. When it going to reach to the number 5, that means it just terminate the loop here, and later was after that it going to print the number, that means 6, after that 5 not going to print, 4, 3, 2, 1. So such number going to print in this case here. So clear this point here, such number going to print till one number, that means the fifth number or 5 number not going to print in this case. So this is about our continue. So if n value is equal to 5 here, then later was you have to continue. So clear the meaning of the continue in this case. First of all it check the condition, and one by one it going to print. How it going to print the number? We already written here by using the cout, as we know that the cout is using because to print the number. So cout and the operator stream insertion operator set W4, and whatever the number you want to print as a n number, such number going to print one by one here. But how to remember it? The number going to start from the number 10, okay. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. When it going to reach the number 5, that means it going to discontinue the number, and later was after not printing the number 5, later was it starting the continuation of the number to print again, okay. So this is about continue. So the continue statement is using just to print this type of number, and we open the flower bracket. So such flower bracket we need to close here, and lastly we know that the get ch open close semicolon, and finally the closing of the flower bracket going to use. So this is about our continue statement. So clear no about the continue statement. Now let's the last concept of this chapter about the go to statement we are going to complete just by using one simple program or the simple example for the go to statement. Now let's, after completing the jump statement, that is the break statement, or we can say that exit loop here, or halfway through to skip the loop, that is called as the continue statement. The last concept of this chapter here, go to statement. So what about the go to statement? So we can say that the go to statement is used just only to transfer the control from one point in a program to any other point in this program here. So here we can say that in case of the while statement, after checking condition, next line only will get this statement execution, but here not like that. Maybe some condition going to check in first line, or maybe such execution it possible in our sixth line. So that means the point we can't get the point one by one here. Maybe the point will get in any other point here. Maybe the first point joining to our sixth point, maybe the sixth point joining to our second point here. So like that. So this is called as the go to statement. Anywhere it going to go or move to this statement here, maybe to any point of this statement. So we can say that the go to statement is used to transfer the control from one point in a program to any other point in that program. Now let's the syntax or the general format of the go to statement, statement 1 semicolon, statement 2 semicolon, go to label underscore name semicolon, okay क्या? Statement 3 semicolon, statement 4 semicolon, label underscore name. That means we need to go, if such, maybe after checking the condition, maybe any condition going to execute, that means we need to go to the label underscore name. So in label underscore name I return something, that is the statement 5 semicolon. Clear this point here? If such condition is true, that means we need to move to the label underscore name. Go to label underscore name. In label underscore name I return, should execute this statement, that is the statement 5 here, and statement 6 semicolon. So all are the general format. Maybe this we can say that the syntax or the general format of the go to statement. Now let's, in case of the program, it will be clear the meaning of the go to statement. So here in this program I want to print the numbers from 10 to 1 using go to statement. Clear the question here? So what are the number I am going to print? The number I am going to print, that is from 10 to 1, and by using the concept is the go to statement. So first of all, the header file iostream.h, second header file conio.h here, third header file iomany.h. So what are the header file we need to use in the program? We are using in the program, correct? No? And later next one, as we know that the white main is using just only to start, that means it instruct the compiler to start the program, correct? No? And the main should be right in lowercase letter, should not be terminated by using the semicolon, and later next one, opening of the floor bracket. Now what are the variables are there? If you want to declare or in case you want to initialize, you can initialize the variable. So here we can say that in this case here, end n value is equal to 10 semicolon. Okay kya? I initialize, I declare the variable, and later by using the assignment operator, I initialize value to the variable n, that is equal to 10, and later was terminate the statement by using the semicolon. Okay, and later in loop I used, what about the loop? That means the cout set w4 n. So first of all it going to print here the n value is equal to 10. So here we can say that it going to print the cout set w4, that means it leaving some of the space. As we know that in case if you are using set w5 here, that means we should use the header file. Header file is the iomany.h here. So set w5 here, and later next one it going to print the number is the 10 number. Okay kya? And n minus, that means sure what's the number we are going to print here? We already given, that is the number 10 9 8 7 6 5 4 3 2 1. So like that all those number we need to print here. So n minus, that means decrement looping statement. Okay, and later here we are going to check the condition. Here till just only it going to print the number s, it's okay, but also we using one condition. If n value greater than 0, what's the value of the n? The n value is equal to 10. Okay, so going to print the value 10 here, and later what's here, after printing the, first of all it going to print the value 10. Okay, listen it properly. First of all it going to print the value 10 in this case. So we already written here, display the value n value is equal to 10, so print the value 10. Later n minus, 10 minus 1, 10 minus 1, the value is 9. Now the n value is 9. So n value is greater than 0. N value is greater when you are going to compare with the 0. As n value is greater when you are going to compare with the value 0. If the condition is true, go to loop. Okay kya? That means if the condition is true, that means here go to loop. In loop we return, that means the printing of the n value. Clear this point? So this is called as the transfer the control from one point in a program to any other point in that program. So artha aita? So first of all going to print the value 10 in this case, 10 minus 1, the value is 9. Then it comes to check the condition. 9 value is greater than 0. Yes, condition is true. If the condition is true, then go to loop. In loop, we already written. What's the message we written in loop? Cout. That means print the n number. So it's going to print the value 9 here. And later next one, after printing the value 9, then 9 minus 1, the value is 8. So 8 value is greater when you are going to compare with the 0. Yes, go to loop. That means it's going to print the number 8 here. So like that, till where the condition going to satisfy here, it's going to print. So we can say that transfer the control from one point in a program to any other point in that program. Okay. And so it printing 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 and finally end of loop, because after checking of the condition also I want to display, after printing all those number also I want to display end of loop here. Clear this point here, the end of loop, and later get ch open close semicolon closing of the flower bracket. So after printing all those value we return in message, we need to write after the one number, we need to write the end of loop. We need to show the message end of loop here. So because of it going to show the message as the end of loop here. Clear this point here. If you are not using such a cout, by using the message end of loop here, it not going to display. And if you are writing get ch open close semicolon, that means just only to complete the program properly and closing of the flower bracket. So clear this point here about all those control statement chapter. So this is the end of the chapter of the control statement. Thank you.
Don't forget to like our video and subscribe our YouTube channel for all the updates.